Africa. What do I think is going to happen in Africa for August and September's matches? You see the tape around my glasses is because I dropped them the other day. I have to take them to my optometrist to get them fixed. So I have to use tape for now. I know it looks like I lost a I looks like I lost a fight, right? Well, anyway, I'm just going to give you my predictions, match predictions for all of Africa's World Cup qualifying games, both this week and next week, to give you a clearer picture of how I think this is going to unfold. So, Group A, we have Guinea against Libya. None of these two teams are going to qualify for the World Cup anyway, but Guinea will beat Libya 2-1. I do think it's a race between Tunisia and DR Congo, and the two-legged fixture between Tunisia and DR Congo is going to decide, in my opinion, who qualifies for the World Cup in all but name. And I'm going to go with a draw 1-1 because I think that Tunisia, they're not a high-scoring side, and I just don't see them dominating at home against a very strong, improved Democratic Republic of Congo side, a side that I think has the potential to become the best team in Africa within the next year or so. So, I honestly think DR Congo can win this game. I think they can wrap up qualification early, get the road win, beat Tunisia again in the return leg at home, and punch their ticket to Russia. But I do think that this match is going to be a draw, 1-1. So that would put the group with DR Congo at 7 points, Tunisia with 7 points, Guinea at 3 points, and Libya at 0 points. Then we have Libya versus Guinea in the return leg. I think Libya would win this 1-0. And then DR Congo versus Tunisia. This is the match that's going to decide this group. I think DR Congo wins this, and I think they win it. I want to say 2-0, but I'm going to say 2-1 out of respect for Tunisia. And DR Congo would be in the driver's seat. So, at the conclusion of August and September match days, I think that DR Congo will have 10 points, Tunisia will have 7, Guinea will have 3, and Libya will have 3. So moving on to Group B. Nigeria, Cameroon, Zambia, and Algeria. Nigeria has a doubleheader, very tough against Cameroon. I think the first leg, I think it's going to be a draw. I know my Nigerian subscribers, I know who you are. I just think Nigeria is not in great form at the moment. They went through a couple of managerial changes, and Cameroon's coming off the experience of having played the Confederations Cup that might better prepare them for the upcoming qualifying games. They have a better manager in Hugo Broos, in my opinion. But Nigeria's playing at home. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Ignore the noise, guys. It's just an airplane above. Next match is Zambia versus Algeria. I think that's going to be a draw, 2-2. Then we have Algeria versus Zambia in the return leg. I think Algeria wins that 2-0. And Cameroon versus Nigeria. Sorry, guys. I think Cameroon will win that match. And I'll say 2-1. But even though Cameroon would get 4 points from Nigeria with a draw and a win, don't be upset. Nigeria would still be at top of the group with 7 points. Cameroon would have 6. Algeria will have 5. Zambia will have 2. The reason why Nigeria would still be on top of the group despite dropping 4 points to Cameroon would be because they already have that margin of error that they can allow because they won their first 2 games, whereas everyone else in the group either lost or tied their first 2 games, which gave them a 4-point cushion over Cameroon and Algeria and Zambia. So I do think Nigeria is going to exhaust their cushion, but I do think that they will go on to eventually qualify. Go watch my video on the 32 teams I think will qualify. But I do think Cameroon will get 4 points off Nigeria. You want me to be honest? That's just what I think is going to happen. but Nigeria would still be on top of the group, but it'd be very close because they would have 7, Cameroon would have 6, Algeria would have 5, and Zambia would have 2. I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm filling these matches, how I think they'll go down. Group C, Gabon versus Ivory Coast. I think Ivory Coast really have been on the downturn lately, but I just think they will get a road win here because they're more experienced team and they're much more talented than Gabon. I think 2-1. Morocco versus Mali. I think Morocco will win that match. I think it'll be 2-1. Mali versus Morocco. This is where I think Morocco takes a hit because Mali is a dangerous side to play against in West Africa. I mean, I could see Morocco getting a point. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Mali win 1-0. Then we have Ivory Coast versus Gabon again at home. I think Ivory Coast wins again 3-1. And then we have Morocco. That's it for Group C. So the standings would be Ivory Coast with 10 points, Morocco with 5, Mali with 4, Gabon with 2. Ivory Coast would be in good position to qualify, but they will not have clinched it yet. Moving on to Group D. Group D. Senegal versus Burkina Faso. I know Senegal is the best team in Africa, at least in my opinion, but I do think Burkina Faso will get a draw here. Cape Verde Islands, I think, is going to upset South Africa at home. I think Cape Verde Islands will beat South Africa maybe 1-0. South Africa versus Cape Verde Islands. Remember, guys, in these upcoming African qualifiers, all the games that teams are playing, they're playing against the same team twice. So the return leg, South Africa and Cape Verde, I think South Africa would win 3-1. And Burkina Faso versus Senegal, I think Burkina Faso wins 1-0. So the table would look like this. Burkina Faso with 8 points, Senegal with 7. South Africa with 7, Senegal with 4, and Cape Verde with 3. And then Group E, Ghana and Republic of Congo. I think Ghana will win 2-0. Uganda versus Egypt. I would love to get the road win here, but I think we're going to draw 1-1. Then Egypt versus Uganda in the return leg. I think we beat Uganda 2-0. Republic of Congo versus Ghana. I think this match would be... I'm going to say a draw between Republic of Congo and Ghana. And if that happens, that means this group would look like... Let me just fill in the numbers here. 2-0, 1-1. Egypt would be on top with 10 points. Ghana would be at 5. Uganda would be at 5, and the Republic of Congo would be at 1, which sounds lopsided, and it sounds like Egypt would have a large margin of lead. But I do think it'll be narrowed down once the other match days are played. And I do think we're ultimately going to qualify, but probably only by 1 point. Just for now, I think we're going to extend that lead. But I do think Ghana will beat Congo at home, and then they'll tie them on the road, and I think Egypt will tie Uganda on the road, and then beat Uganda at home. So those are my predictions. Egypt will have 10 points, Ghana will have 5, Uganda 5, and Republic of Congo 1. So those are my predictions for Africa this month. I try to be very conservative in my effort of predicting because I don't want my bias to get in the way too much. And I would love nothing more than for us to beat Uganda twice, home and away, because we pretty much wrap up qualification at that point. Because we beat Uganda twice, home and away, Ghana has to beat Congo twice, home and away. Otherwise, that last match between us and Ghana in Accra doesn't matter. But I try to be conservative. I try to be, playing devil's advocate. I do think we're going to get 4 points instead of the full 6 points against Uganda. So those are my predictions for Africa. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. What are your predictions? If the camera angle looks weird, it's because I'm talking down to you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, peace out.